Good morning. Some days ago, I decided to publicly take the distances from the GKA World Tour with a letter. This is what I wrote them. With respect to all those that love this sport as much as I do. I started kiting in 2015 and I moved to Tarifa in 2017. I worked as a kite instructor since then. I'm really passionate about the sport and I live my life on the beach, feeling the responsibility for making kitesurfing every day more accessible, safe and fair for everyone. In the dealing with wind and sea conditions, we are not an amount of money, an appearance, a gender, a sexual preference, a social class, a religion, or a skin color. Even if for society we have differences, for the ocean we are all the same thing. Just human beings loving what they are doing. Having good times or having bad times. Sometimes trying to survive. Sometimes dying. Weather conditions are not supposed to have mercy for us. For that, we must be siblings in the wind, helping and supporting each other. I always wanted this sport to be welcoming for everyone, and I always thought that GKA was sharing the same philosophy. I thought that having the prizes of the World Tour not based on gender, but equally distributed, was a fair decision, a positive step forward, and an example for all other sports. I supported the GKA World Tour for being promoter of the values I see involved in kitesurfing. This has changed when I realized that the GKA World Tour is now sponsored by Qatar Airways. This is evident looking at the GKA World Tour logo that is now inserted into the Qatar Airways logo frame. This seems to be no more GKA World Tour but Qatar Airways Kitesurfing World Tour. Qatar Airways is totally owned by Qatar government, and for me now, supporting the GKA World Tour would mean supporting Qatar government. The government of Qatar is responsible of the death of thousands of migrant workers involved in setting up the FIFA World Cup. In Qatar, migrant workers, women, and queer people are discriminated legally and practically. I am queer and I feel personally involved. But be victim, it's not necessary to understand that discrimination is not right. According to Amnesty International, Qatar authorities failed to implement and enforce reforms enabling abusive practices to resurface and reviving the worst elements of Khilafah. Continue to curtail freedom of expression using abusive laws to stifle critical voices. For Qatar government, homosexuality is illegal and punishable by up to 7 years imprisonment. Khalid Salman, a Qatar ambassador for FIFA World Cup, declared last Monday, November 7, 2022, to German broadcasters ZDF that homosexuality is damaging the mind, and that he is concerned children may learn something that is not good. For all this, I want to take distance from every person or association that is supporting Qatar. Take money and close our eyes to all those sufferings is not only a mistake, but it's breaking the promise we make as riders of helping us each other. Our community should stand for all those that are pushed down. It should speak for all those that don't have voices. I hope that everyone reading this could think about these words and decide to stand on the side of the victims of Qatar abuses. Yours sincerely, Marcus. Thanks for watching.